Hello, friends. Glenda Mollett here, and welcome to my craft room. It is Monday, March the 24th, 2025, and I am live with a fun card and a cool technique for you today. Just let me make sure Facebook is playing nice in the sandbox. Woohoo! Get it shared over to my VIP. Right there. Okay, we're good. So I am using the birthday celebrations bundle today and all week. I thought I would share with you a whole bunch of different ways to use this fun bundle. And then today, when I was making today's card, I ran across a tutorial by somebody. I don't remember who it was. Hi, Kim. And she did this really cool technique. And I thought, aha, I can do that on that card. And then I ran across a card by Jacinth Gautier. Actually, I didn't run across it. I got it in swap. And I liked the layout. So I decided that it is inspired by Jacinth Gautier. It has a technique on it by somebody that I can't remember the name, but it's okay. You'll see why. And we're going to have fun with it. Got my hair cut today. Yeah, I'm not thrilled, but it'll do. All right. So let me flip you around because I have my poster for one of the May classes. Hello, Kim. First time tuning in. Welcome, welcome. Tell us where you're from. Hi, Jackie. So my Storybook Friends class is open for registration. Those are the 3 cards we're going to make. If you are part of my monthly tutorial subscription, you get number 4. And if you're part of my team, and if you're part of my club, they also get the 4th card tutorial. Hi, Connie. So registration is open now until April the 15th. I put the link to register in the description of the video. And then there'll be one more class coming, and it is an Avid Fun Fold, and you're going to love this one. I don't have the card finished yet. It's like 3/4 of the way there. Oh, Kim, you're from Abbotsford. Cool. My mom and dad used to live in Abbotsford. They did. Just off the highway. Hello, Kathy. Oh, good. Everybody's coming. All right. So here's the card we're going to make. Isn't this cute? I added a butterfly from the Paper Butterflies accents. You get a whole bunch of these. Now, during this week and next week, it's going to be a toss-up whether these things are going to be staying around or if they are retiring. The Paper Butterfly accents are an online exclusive. We don't know what's going on with that. The birthday celebrations is in the mini catalog, and I can tell you that it is not in the new annual catalog, but that doesn't mean it's not going to still be there because they're moving a whole bunch of stuff over to online exclusives. And it's going to take me a couple of days to figure out what is staying, what is retiring, what is going online exclusive. It's going to be a big headache, but I'm up to the task. Hello, Nadine. Okay, so today, this one, and then that's the inside. Look at how fun that is. And there's your envelope. And I'm using soft sea foam and the designer paper. Now, do you see in the background that cool embossed technique? Aha! We're going to be embossing with the linked together dies. And I'll show you that in a second. So I'm going to be using Darling Duckling. Ooh, new color alert. Soft Seafoam Memento and Versamark inks. And then I have number 100 Stampin' Blends, because if you see the butterfly, I colored his body. And of course, Wink of Stella, because, you need Wink of Stella on a card, right? And I have a couple of blending brushes, Soft Sea Foam and Darling Duckling. Ooh, new color alert. Oh, but wait. I'm having raptures over the new color, and then I realized that I'm not doing it in soft sea foam and yellow. I'm doing it in balmy blue. Or is it boho blue? I don't know. So we'll see what color we do our butterfly. The birthday celebration bundle consists of a set of dies and a stamp set. Then the link together dies. This is the one I'm going to use to emboss the background. So has anybody embossed with dies before? Then the original card I had finished off with the adhesive back sparkle gems. But I got out the in color ones. But now having looked at my color palette, I don't know what embellishment we'll use, but we'll figure something out. So the card base is just a regular card base. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25 and folded in half. And then I have two pieces of basic white, 5.25 by 4. One's for the inside and one we're going to emboss on. Ah, Kim, stay tuned. I will reveal everything. So it's really, really easy. You have to make sure you get the right recipe though, or you will cut your silicone mat. So this technique uses a silicone mat. It uses plate number 1 and 2 plate number 3s. So have you got a pencil? You want to write down the sandwich as I give it to you. Plate number 1, plate number 3, then your silicone mat, then your cardstock, then your die with the cutting edge down. Yes, I said cutting edge down. And I'm going to use a little bit of Post-it tape just to hold it in place so it doesn't move on me. And then another plate number 3. And then you pray. Because I remember a long time ago, I tried this technique with, like, it must have been 14 years ago, just after we got the big shot. And I tried this technique and I ended up cutting my floppy mat because it was called a floppy mat back then. So this time I'm hoping it doesn't. So I just ran it through. No cut marks on my plate. And there we are. Let me just take this off. Look at that. Just look at the texture on that. And it's not an embossing folder. It's a die. So then this one will go in here on the other side. This size fits this die perfectly twice. And I don't have to worry about it overlapping in the middle or being weird in the middle because we're going to cover all of that up anyways because the middle goes across here. Now I'm going to put this back on and we'll do the other side. Now, when you put this through, you will notice that there's not a lot of pressure on the plates, which is exactly what you want. You don't want to have too much pressure on there or you will end up cutting. And then you'll be very unhappy because then you will no longer have a mat. Unless you're like me and have 3 or 4 of them hanging around. Because everybody needs them. So there you go. That's how you emboss. So there's the full one. Look at that. Is that not cool? All that texture on there. And it's just from a die. And you can do this with any die. Any die at all will, if you do it with that sandwich, will give you an embossed texture. Okay. There we go. Now I can put this away. Oh, wait. Got to remember to tell you that too. All right. So this is going to go on to, so who out there has done this technique of embossing with your die cuts? That's just going to go straight onto my card base. And were you successful with it? Or were you like me and ended up with a horrible mess and then I was traumatized and I didn't do it for years? But you do it right, it works. Now, because I ran this through the machine again, it kind of flattens out the first embossing a bit. So you can set your machine up so that you only go halfway through and then back it up. And that way you won't flatten this one. But I cover most of it up anyways, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we're going to have that, and then we're going to have this. Never seen that, Nadine? Nice. Oh no, he is installed on my iPad. Who's installed on your iPad? Oh, Valerie, you're funny. Kathy, never saw it done. Well, there, I'm glad you tuned in today. Need to order another mat? Good plan, because it's scary, I tell you. Good thing you have the knowledge and technology to order yourself another mat, right? All right, so we're going to put this one on in a jaunty angle. Kind of like that. And then we're going to put this one on. And you can either put this one at a jaunty angle or you can put it straight. Whatever makes your heart happy. This one I put straight. So this one I think I'm going to put it at a jaunty angle. Because why not? Okay, so there's our front. Now this one, I'm going to use one of the birthday celebrations dies, this one, and I'm going to cut that out. I'll just run that through my machine. And then we're going to stamp in Versamark and white embossing powder the birthday. I was frozen? Oh, I'm glad I'm not frozen anymore. Okay. Oh, my Batinsky back on my chair. Okay, now I'm going to take my Versamark, get my embossing powder ready, and the birthday. Yes, you can, Kim. You can use any of the rubber mats. Just be careful with the thickness of them is the only thing. Some of them are basically the same thickness. So, okay, so birthday, I'm going to stamp that towards the bottom in Versamark. Then we're going to put white embossing powder on that. A little bit more right there. Oops. Should have used my embossing buddy first. Oh well. There we go. Now put the lid back on because we all know what happens. Hello, Linda. My daughter-in-law leaves in 3 days. Oh, Valerie. Hello, Anne from Australia. Welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm going to put the lid back on this. Turn on my heat gun. Let it warm up. You don't use? Yeah, I do, Nadine, but I forgot. Sometimes I have to and sometimes I don't. It all depends on the weather. I definitely try to remember to use it when I'm using it with darker colors. And it would have been smart, but it didn't turn out too bad. I just got a little bit of overspray there. There we go. And that would be that. Bring our card back in. Get rid of the embossing powder that's spread everywhere. And then this is going to go on here, and that's up on dimensionals. Okay? Okay. So now tell me, what color should I put sponge onto the butterfly? What color should we use? What do you think about peach pie and pretty in pink? That would be peach pie. Or timid tiger and pretty in pink. What about those two? Timid tiger and pretty in pink? That might be fun. I'm going to get this. A stamping paper out. And move things so I can put my inks out. I'm thinking, instead of using a stamping paper, yellow, tiger in pink. Okay. Maybe I'll put this on here like this and hold it in place and have the, no. Okay, pretty in pink. We'll do around the body. Okay, sorry, I have to grab my blending brushes. What is this one? That's Calypso Coral. That's not going to work. Do I not have a pretty in pink? What's this one? Petal pink. Crumb cake. Okay, well, I'll have to use my peach pie. I don't have a peach pie one either. Okay. I need to order some more mini blending brushes. Ooh, that's crumb cake. I don't want that one. All right, we got two new ones. We will do pretty in pink. So how was your weekend? Did everybody get to play? Did you do incredible stuff? I'm just doing the body and the base of the wings in pretty in pink. And I'm not worried about this body because I'm going to go over it with the Stampin' Blends. Just putting some ink on there. Now let's move it and see if I have enough. No, I do not. There we go. I don't remember what we did on the weekend. We celebrated James's birthday on Saturday. Now he's old. And then yesterday, what did I do? I did manage to get my walks in. Saturday it was raining quite a bit, but I managed to get a walk in between the raindrops. Oh, look at this pretty butterfly. That's an intense color. That's cool. Okay, what do you think of the butterfly? I'm going to do the body. This is number 100, which is like the darkest brown, because we don't have early espresso. This is basically early espresso. There we are. Paper butterflies are amazing, aren't they? Wink of Stella, because it's easier to put Winky on now than when I get it onto the card. We're just going to go over top of the whole thing. And the body. There we go. Oh, it turned out so pretty. Look at that. Oof. Okay, next we will stamp the inside and the envelope. So I used soft seafoam, but I'm not going to use soft seafoam. I am going to use blue. Now I'm not quite sure which blue it is. Okay, it's boho blue, not balmy. Boho blue, one of my favorite colors, and it is going away. We have how much longer till it disappears? 6th of May, so like a month and a week. Now, if you're anal like me, you can measure, put a mark there. Oops, you can't see it in the center. But I'm going to try and be good and wing it. Just put that there, like that. I have something on my ink pad. Just hang on. Get it off. And we'll do one on the other side. There we go. And on the envelope, I just did 2 of them along the edge. Like this. Oops. Apparently my ink pad needs to be redone. There we go. And then, oops, out of the way. Memento ink. Make a wish in the middle. Who has this sweet? Did you get it? I wasn't going to, but I kept seeing some really cute stuff and I wanted the dies. I don't think I want to get rid of the dies. Now there should be a little piece of basic white in here and I don't see it. Oh, there it is. So there's the gold to make the thing in the tassel. Now this is going to have happy on it. Alice has the sweet. Hello, Alice. It's fun. I wanted the dies because they're going to be fun for scrapbooking because they have all the numbers. And they have a whole bunch of tassels and banners and all sorts of cool stuff to use for scrapbooking. There we go. There's that and that. Now this, see, it has all the numbers. And then it has flowers and tassels and banners and the string. So I'm going to use this and I'm going to use this. And we are going to cut this as much as I can on this. So this piece is 3 inches by 1 inch. And if you do it this way, then you can fit the tassel in here. And then you can use as much of that curve. I'm just thinking, yes. No. I want the curve this way. You can hear Hub banging around getting dinner ready. He's such a gem. Survival of the fittest. If he waited for me to cook, we'd starve to death. But I did wash my floors today. So I'm trying to do a little bit of housekeeping every once in a while. I don't particularly like it, but then I don't think a lot of people don't like housework. Okay, put that over there. Now, bring in the front. We got all of our bits now. This is going to go on dimensionals. We'll just cut some dimensional pieces, stick them on here. Like that, and then I'm going to put one right in here, the point. Alice got it for the numbers too. Well, that's a perfectly good reason to get it. Now I know where the center is because that's where the division is between the two things. So I'm going to go somewhere around center-ish, like that. And I should have put some glue on the back of the butterfly, but I did not. So I'm just gluing down his body, and then I'm going to put a couple of pieces of dimensional on there because I want his body to be flat so that it goes in behind that banner. And then I want his wings to pop up. Now I'm going to get some little thin strips. And we'll put one there. And we'll put one there. And one there. There we go. Okay, now I am going to put some glue on his antennas so that they don't get ripped off. Because the poor dude, he deserves to have his antennas forever. So I'm doing the draw today for Share It Saturday for March the 15th. And then tomorrow is the draw for the naming contest. Remember when I was doing Paper Pumpkin last week, we came up with I think it's a brand new fun fold, and I'm having a naming contest. So go to my Facebook page and find last Tuesday's post. So that would be March the 18th post. I put in a post to name the fun fold, and somebody is going to win something cool and fun from me. Okay, I'm putting glue on the end, that end of this thing. So that's going to go on there like that. And then this is going to go on there. So I'll put that on like that. Oops, sorry. It fell. And then I stuck my big finger over top of it. I'm just going to sit here and say, how are you doing? Because I got to hold this for a couple of minutes. Ta-da, la 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 la. You like the butterfly on there? I think it turned out cute. It's lovely colors. That timid tiger is going to be fun to use. The card I was making today for the May Fun Fold uses Darling Duckling, which I am excited to play with all my new colors. Oh, dimensionals where's I put it? Before I put that on there, let's put some dimensional pieces on that flaggy thing. Just the one, I think. The other one will be glued onto the card. little dots. So if you're enjoying my video, could you please hit those emojis? Oh, thanks for watching, Kathy. And yep, the replay is going to be there. And then what I'm doing now is every Friday, I'm doing a recap post that will have the YouTube links to all of my videos for the week. Because as you know, Facebook is deleting all live videos after 30 days. Well, sometimes you want to go back a little bit more than 30 days. So I am going to do a recap video, and it will have the links to the YouTube replays. There we go. Ooh, 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 that's so cute. Now this is also on dimensionals. We'll just put that on there. And we'll put this on there. Oh, maybe not. Valerie, you were the first one to say it. Apparently I have Valerie's address. Okay, and then Happy's going to go on here. Now I did this at a more of an angle than I did my original one, so my Happy's not fitting on there. Let's see if I can lift it up. And lift up the dimensional. Lift up the dimensional and curve it a little bit more. There. That's better. And we'll put Happy in there. Is that straight? Yep. Now, this, I think I'll just pop a little bit of dimensional underneath that end because it seems to be a little on the floppy side. I like going back in after I get the card completed and putting dimensionals in under spots that need them. There we go. All right, now we'll put the inside in, and then you can tell me what embellishments I should use. I got new ones, or I got the old ones. And let me tell you, they have annihilated our embellishment section in the catalog. There is some, but a lot of them are either being retired or heading off to the online exclusive area, which is fine. I can still use them. We could use Timid Tiger, or we could even use Strawberry Slush. Have I used these yet? I don't think I've even used these yet. They are pretty. These are the 2025 to 27 in color flat pearls. So we are going to have them in this last year's colors and this year's colors, which I think is exciting. Except I can't find my pokey tool. So which color? We could even use the blue ones. Which color do you think would go good on there? Any of them, right? I think I'll use the yellow ones. No, the orange ones. Timid Tiger it is. Timid Tiger. So if you're out there and you've got a different opinion, please let me know. What color would you use? These are 3 different sizes, which is cool too. There we go. Orange. Timid Tiger it is, Valerie. Perfect choice. And we're done. The card. Now you can tell me which one do you like better? Do you like the blue one or the green one? And while you're deciding that, I'm going to clean up so I can reach my computer and I can do the Share It Saturday draw. Anybody got an opinion of whether you like the blue one or the green one better? Valerie likes blue. Kim says timid tiger for sure. Yep. I like the embellishments. I like the card. I like them both. It's really hard for me to choose. This one is more my color palette than this one, but this one is so pretty. I'll just say I like them both. Linda says blue. Jackie says blue. Connie says both. Brenda says blue. Looks like blue is running away with the favorite vote. Nice. Okay, I'm going to go over here and go to the wheel of names for Share It Saturday. And then I'm going to do this, and I'm going to take my phone down. And I'm going to hold on to it. Diana, hello. Diana likes the blue one too. It's pretty. I agree with you. Okay, I'm turning this around. I'm going to go over here, and there we are, Share It Saturday for March the 15th. There weren't a lot of entries this time, but that's okay. Somebody's going to win a card and a little something something from me. So if you are part of my, how you get in this draw is you have to be part of my VIP group. Okay, let's do this and then I'll explain that. So the winner of Share It Saturday for March the 15th is, I need a pencil so I can write it down, is Wendy. Congratulations, Wendy. Wendy's number 2 card. All right, so let me go back here, go here, go here, go there, go that, go this. Good night, Linda. Thanks for joining me. Nadine likes both. Yes, congratulations to Wendy. So to get into this draw, you have to be part of my VIP group, which happens on Facebook. And I will get the link. Hang on. Let me get the link and I'll just put it in the comments. And then I'll put it in the description as well so that everybody has it. There you go. So you have to join my VIP group. And then every Saturday, why did that go black? Every Saturday, I put a Share It Saturday post up and I pin it to featured. And people take pictures of the cards that they've made during the week and they put them in there. 1 card gets you 1 entry. 6 cards gets you 6 entries. So put as many cards in there as you want. We love to see what you've been creating. And then during my Facebook Live on Mondays, I draw a winner from the people who entered, and that person gets a card from me and a little gifty. And it doesn't matter if you live in Canada, the United States, Australia, France, I will mail it to you. All I need is your mailing address. So that's what that's all about. Now, the naming contest is being held on my Facebook page. And it was on Tuesday, the 18th. I did Paper Pumpkin and we came up with a brand new fun fold. At least it's new to me, fun fold. And I said, how about if we name it? So I have a naming contest going on and I am going to draw a winner tomorrow night during my Facebook Live at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. And we'll see who, it's not really a draw. Let me take that back. I'm going to choose the name that I like the best, and that person is going to win something. I haven't decided what yet, but I will by tomorrow. So you could win something. And it doesn't matter, Canada, US, France, Germany, Australia, anywhere can chime in because I'm sending you a gift. I'm not selling you product, so I can send that outside the country. Anybody got any questions? Did you get the recipe written down for the technique on how to emboss with your dies and a silicone mat? If not, let me know. It was during the first 5 minutes of the video, so you can back up and watch that. So that's it. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening and your day tomorrow. Ted and I get to go have lunch with our oldest grandson. He's going to drive us. That's going to be exciting. Oh, maybe we should go out of town. And if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, don't forget, pre-order starts tomorrow. The new catalog. Yep, it does. And you're going to want. So if you are a customer of mine and you have purchased from me in the past year, you will get a free catalog from me. If you have not purchased from me in the past year and you want a catalog, send me an email. Here's my email address. Hang on. Or send me a Facebook message and I will get you on my mailing list because I'm mailing them out. I'm going to be ordering them tomorrow so that they arrive. And I order them separately from my product order so that they arrive fast. And then I can get, there'll be a treasure hunt, there'll be a wish list, there'll be a little welcome letter. So that'll all be included in there. Nadine loves this time frame for videos. Yeah, I wish I could do them all the time at 4 o'clock, Nadine. It's just, doesn't work for me all the time. But we're playing with times. I hear you. I understand. Especially since you are like hours ahead of me. Thanks, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time for another fun birthday celebration card. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.